right, everybody, welcome into the early edge, powered by the almighty SportsLine. We are your daily sports betting show of record. We do it 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And when you do a show that many times, you will have dog days like yesterday. I cannot wait for football season. Come on. Damn, these baseball teams. Show up. Show out. Nats giving up 5 runs in the ninth. Come on. Come on. But today, it's a new day. A little housekeeping. Before I bring in the stars of the show, our regular programs are back this week. Our golf-only episode, tape it today in your feed. Later today, World Golf Championships in Memphis. We're all set and ready for that. Also, don't forget about the first cut. I will be a part of that broadcast later today, 5:30 Eastern time for all of your golf betting needs. And also, we'll have our MMA-only episode back this week as well, a big pay-per-view in the UFC. So turn on those notifications, follow us at YouTube, and don't forget to be a part of our Perfect Parlay contest. Because if one of our cappers goes at least 2-0 or we hit the Jeweler's Gym, you'll be eligible for a year-long sub to SportsLine. Now, with all that out of the way, let's bring in the stars of the show. Oh, my goodness. Look at these faces right next to me. Oh, he's a grinder. He's always going 24/7. AB, what's up, babe?
Coach, good to see you, buddy. How we doing?
I'm great, man. I'm always good. I'm always fired up. Just like the man right below me who is sitting in Las Vegas, ready to fire tonight on a basketball tournament that many of you might not know is out there, but he does. Zack Attack, good morning.
Good morning, Coach. Yep, I was on the show yesterday. The Nationals let me down. You know, I was thinking maybe if they had Brad Hand, still didn't deal him, but he gave up the game for the Blue Jays too. So it's just that time of year with these bullpens. You just have to be able to accept the wins and losses.
You're exactly right, and that's what we try to teach everybody at home. That was a perfect example. They had nobody to close the game. They had a 3-2 lead going in the ninth. We were set. Nobody closed the game. Right now, there's a lot of turnovers, so be very careful in putting in your plays. Now, I'm trying to be this man's best friend. I told him he needs to get Venmo in order to be able to bet on this show. Matt Severance, good morning.
Venmo I shall get.
All right, with that being said, let's go storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And this could be a little bit of everything as we try to give you some stuff that maybe not directly affecting picks today, but could. Maddie, let's start with you. What do you got?
Well, I just want to say Monday proved that maybe some people think there's only trap games in basketball or football, but trap games in baseball are real, and they are spectacular. Yankees, Rays, and Jays were all swept over the weekend. They're all riding high, in the wild card chase or the division chase. All got routed as huge home favorites on Monday. Well, I didn't bet any of them on the money line. I did lose on the Jays on the run line. When teams are playing a long stretch without a day off, and it seems to happen on Mondays too, just be careful with these huge favorites because it seems like that's when they're going to lose. So just something to keep an eye on going the rest of the way.
It's a great point, and we will do our absolute best to try to point out where those trap games are as we try to evolve the show, too. I think you bring up a great point, and it can be on all of us here at SportsLine, too, to recognize when a team has played 9, 10, 11 games in a row without a day off. Great storyline by you. All right, AB, what do you got today?
Yep, Coach, with the Carson Wentz injury news, I want you to think of correlating bets that are going to go along with that. So in weeks 1 and 2, look for a conservative offense to stay conservative. Look at their running back, tight end props. They're going to get heavy usage. And as you look further along in the season, look at correlating teams in their division in terms of things like win totals, because you have a team like the Titans who won the division last year and now are looking at a win total of over 9. And they're going to have 6 games against the Texans, Jaguars, and Colts. That means if they win 5 of those, they only have to get 4 out of 12 to push. And a little nugget. Mike Vrabel, since he's arrived in Nashville, he is 4-0-1 to the Titans win overs.
Nuggets. We love nuggets. This is why you watch this show. Nobody else is doing that Carson Wentz story like we just did it. And we will follow up as well, because AB will be all over this story throughout the football season, no doubt about that. All right, now, Las Vegas has really started to come around. There's so many great sport events happening in Las Vegas, but this man is the event every time he comes onto the show. Zack Attack, talk to me today.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the TBT for my play today, but the NBA Summer League is also starting today. There's going to be 4 games going on. There's a pair of games going on in California and then in Utah. It always starts in those 2 states. Sacramento's hosting in Salt Lake City. These teams are actually going to end up being in Las Vegas on August 8th when the main tournament begins. So look at these rosters. Some of these players will continue to play. These NBA lines come out maybe 9:30 Pacific time, and you're going to see it's kind of comparable to preseason football. There's going to be soft lines, 2.5, 3-point spreads, and they're going to move quickly. So if you like a side, get on it early. And also, if you're going to bet, these games are going to be on later on today. I think it's strategically done by the NBA and Adam Silver to spotlight gambling, 7 p.m., 9 p.m. on NBA TV Eastern Time, and then also 8 o'clock Eastern Time and 11 Eastern Time on ESPN2.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. They have made no bones about it. They're all in on the sports betting, and they should be. And Adam Silver is all over it. That's why he's the best commissioner in sports right now. All right, let's jump into our plays for today. Today is Bounce Back Tuesday. A quick reminder, so many of you out there have joined us at SportsLine, but if you haven't yet, use the promo code EDGE. We're going to give you all the cappers, all the analysis, everything for free for 30 days. Just try us out. We are so much more than just this show. All right, so here's our plays from the site today. Martin Green has been amazing on the pitch. Amazing. And the Champions League, it seems like it never stops. It's like year-round, qualifying or the tournament itself. So today we're going to go to a qualifying game. Malmo against the Rangers. It's a 1 p.m. Eastern start. And you know, if M Squared was here, he would tell you he loves afternoon betting. He loves that afternoon betting. So we're going to go Rangers to win, plus 145. We're going to go both teams to score, minus 110. The Rangers have been dominant this season. In their regular season, undefeated. They've had a bye up until this point in the qualifying rounds. They are healthy, they are rested, and we think they will win today. But we also believe Malmo will at least find the back of the net one time. All right, now to my guys who are licking their chops. There are no trap games today. But Matt Severance, you're up first, sir.
Okay, first game I like. Well, I want to say this. I'm sort of newer to the morning show. I always wait for lineups to be posted before I make an actual bet. So these are just leans. Obviously, if some stars out, or that could change my mind. But my first bet's the Rockies. It was actually about 145 last night. Now it's down to 135. I'm not really sure why. The Cubs. I'm a Cubs fan. They're in Operation Shutdown. It's Wilson Contreras and like 7 guys named Lupus from the Bad News Bears at this point. They're just bad. They're 1-8 in their past 9 on the road against lefties, and they face Colorado's Kyle Freeland, who's actually been one of the best pitchers in baseball since late June. He's got a 1.98 ERA since the 22nd of June. That's third in the majors. The Rockies kept pretty much all their guys through the trade deadline. So, and if they just played all their games at home, they'd be on a 100-win pace. So I think that's an easy win. I don't know if anyone knows this. The Braves are on an MLB record streak of alternating wins and losses, 17 games in a row. They did lose last time out, but that's got to end at some point. But just to kind of hedge my bet, I'm going to take the Cardinals on the run line at home against Atlanta today. The Cards are 115. They're past 21 at home. They're 6-1. They're past 7 home versus lefties. Atlanta's Max Fried has an ERA near 6 on the road. It's John Lester's Cardinals debut. He's kind of mad these days, but he was decent in 2 starts against the Braves with Washington this season. So I like the Cardinals on the run line on that one.
You're always so stoic. I can't tell if you really love a play or if you don't really love a play. I like your demeanor. And
I'm just not a morning guy, and I haven't even peed yet. So,
oh my God,
yeah, it's early for me.
That's good to know. That could have been in our storylines that do not affect the betting lines. Yeah. All right, AB. Thankfully, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to put that nugget into my pick today. Look, we're going to roll with the Giants here against the Diamondbacks. We're going to take the run line -1.5 to eat some of that juice and bring it down, and here's why. The Giants are 10-1 straight up this season against Arizona, plus Arizona's got former Giants pitcher Madison Bumgarner on the mound today. Lastly, the last 3 games for the Diamondbacks, they've given up 32 runs. 32 runs. So take the Giants -1.5.
Last night, thankfully, I followed the story or the SportsLine model, and I played the Giants. I played the Giants team total. I played the Giants. They covered everything, and what they won in extra innings. It was like 11-8 or something like that. But they're scoring a lot of runs, and they play very well in that ballpark. I love that play on the Giants. All right, Zack Attack. You know what spot you're in today. When the Maestro's not here, this is a very coveted, highly sought-after spot. I'm nervous for you. What do you got?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the off-the-radar game. I think it's going to steal the spotlight tonight. It's a late game with Boeheim's Army in the TBT Championship against Team 23, -3.5. We're going to take Boeheim's Army, as I spotlighted yesterday. They have a couple players that have won this tournament multiple times, and DeAndre Kane and DJ Kennedy. That experience is going to help out. They have former first-round picks coming off the bench, Malachi Richardson and Tyler Lydon, and the motivation is there. Tyler Lydon just came out yesterday. He has to have multiple surgeries after this game, so this is his last game that he's going to play. If you want to call this professional, it's a TV game, but his last game that he's going to play. And then Eric Diebendorf, a big Syracuse player. There's going to be a huge fan base watching him play. He's been in this tournament 7 straight years. This is maybe his last opportunity to win this. So the pro Syracuse crowd, they're going to be driving in from Syracuse to Dayton. I'll take Syracuse and Boeheim's Army -3.5.
For those of you that don't know about this tournament that Zach's talking about, this is a really big deal. I mean, these players play for $1 million first prize, and there are some legit former big-time college players and professional players that play in this thing. I'm really excited about this tonight. So I love that pick. 9 p.m. Eastern is the tip for Boeheim's Army -3.5 over Team 23. Okay, we are up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, and it looks glorious. Maddie, we think, is on the Rockies -135 over the Cubs, 840 Eastern. The Cubs are horrible. And this number, I love only after giving up 35 cents with that pitcher on the mound. Then Cardinals on the run line +1.5, -140 over the Braves, 8:15 Eastern, first pitch. Then AB, just one game today. Always follow these guys on social media. You never know when they're going to drop a play there. Giants on the run line over the D-backs. That's a late one, 9:40 Eastern start. And then Zack Attack is on that Boeheim's Army, also a late tip, 9 p.m. Eastern. Then the gym today looks a little something like this. We're going to partner up 3 games. The Rockies from Maddie, the Rangers in regulation in the soccer from Martin Green, and then we're going to Zack Attack to bring it up, bring it home. I love when we have a late game to root for that gem to cash. That's what we love the most. All right, don't forget the countdown continues to be on. Football season is only about 4 weeks away, and we can't tell you in about 2 weeks we're going to reveal our entire schedule, and I want you to have all your notifications turned on because you don't want to miss any of the content that we have in place ready for you. By the way, I made a mistake. We are not doing a golf-only episode today. We were just doing the first cut today. So that's 5:30 Eastern time, live right here on the SportsLine channel and all of our social media platforms to get you ready for the World Golf Championships this week in Memphis. All right, that's all the damage we can do. You know what time it is. You've got your marching orders. Let's go. Laser focus. Let's take all these tickets straight to the pay window. For Maddie, for Zack Attack, for AB, and for our EP, the jeweler who puts it all together here at the brand. Remember, we're here every single day. It's about info. It's about fun. It's about doing it together. Right here at the Early Edge. Good luck. Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.